This is Stu Carlin with the D-Zone here with Rod Oden, 6-year head coach, Harper Woods. It's got to feel amazing winning that state championship. First time in school history. I mean, just talk about how it feels. I mean, it's hard to reflect probably already, but...
Absolutely amazing, man. To culminate our season on the highest stage for high school athletics is amazing. And to do it with my son and 19 other fellow seniors is incredible.
And you guys said, like, you knew this was going to happen almost at the beginning of the year. All the kids were talking about it. This was your year. I mean, talk about the schedule, because you guys are D4. You didn't play a D4 schedule. Talk about how that played into this, because that had to matter a lot.
Played a tremendous role. It got us ready and prepared and battle-tested. Playing in the best conference in high school football, to me, the OAA. And week in and week out, there are no weeks off. And, you know, every coach in the conference can coach, and all the players are great players. So, you know, you got to play your A game every week, which prepares us for the playoffs, because in the playoffs there are no weeks off. So we just tried to use all of that experience to bring us to where we are right now.
And in this championship, it clearly was probably the two best teams in D4. I mean, South Christian, defending champions, you knew they were coming even in the end. You know, to talk about how your team was able to just, you know, keep their composure. Obviously, that last play was huge.
We had to weather the storm. They're the champs, and they were the champs for a reason. You know, great pedigree, great program over there. We knew we would have to beat the champs in order to be the champ. Last week, we beat the finalists, which was Goodrich, and today we came down to the wire, but we were able to make one more play than they did on the field and come out with this state championship.
A couple more questions. Talk about the dual quarterbacks you had. You know, you really used that well, and that's not easy to do, having two quarterbacks, and they're both no egos, you know, rooting for each other, and very effective.
Our team motto is, it's amazing what we accomplish when nobody cares who gets the credit. So when I introduced those two guys to each other, we had some awkward conversations about how this was going to go. Stefan, of course, a returning starter and senior, wasn't too keen to it in the beginning until he's seen the packages that were created to get him in football. Because beyond being a state champion, my ultimate goal is also to get him recruited. I don't think he'll play quarterback on the next level, but with 21 touchdown catches and another 10 rushing touchdowns, and he threw 11 touchdowns, somebody will take him and find a job and a scholarship for him somewhere. So we worked the plan, and the plan worked for us, and it was a great deal this year, having two guys that are egoless and selfless. You know, they think of themselves less, and it was a great blessing to have both of them out there this year. And,
you know, just finish off talking about you. You're 24 years doing this. You get to win a state championship with your son. Harper Woods' first time. I mean, you probably have, it doesn't even sunk in yet maybe, but just, can you talk a little about that?
It really hasn't hit, but doing it with my son is the icing on the cake. You know, being my ball boy for all of those years, and then getting to high school and deciding he wanted to come play for his dad. You know, we didn't put pressure on him. I thought he was going to go to a couple different schools and check out a few schools. But no, I know you have my best interest. I'm coming to play for you. And he came in a rebuilding phase. You know, his freshman year we won 2 games, and his junior year we won 3 games. But they kept chopping wood. They kept believing. And that's all I can ask them to do. And, you know, a lot of the calls that were made today were made by those 20 seniors. I said, well, what y'all want to run right here? And they said, well, Coach, run this. And I trust them and have blind faith that they're going to put us in the right situation.
A lot of faith in both, you know, in each other. You know, and just a rich history of Harper Woods, like you said in the presser, just, you know, and you guys are the first ones to win the state championship. You got a lot of past great players from this school, so congrats.
I appreciate it.
And the D-Zone loves covering you guys, and great group of kids.
Appreciate everything the D-Zone does for high school football, most definitely.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
All right.
Take care.